G'day, drum chucks.
G'day, Momo. How are
Oh,
we?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Hey,
Yeah,
someone sent me a really cool video the other day,
tell
and
me.
when I went to click on it, guess what happened?
It didn't work.
No, it worked, but I got rickrolled.
Oh, you got rickrolled.
I got rickrolled.
Okay, well, with that, welcome to another episode
Mm.
of Songs on the Couch.
Sitting down, we're talking out. Breaking it down, talks on the couch. Music and minds, we'll figure it out. Laughing and learning what it's all about. On the couch.
I think you've given the game away, AJ.
I have. Well, yeah. Well, no, mate. No. I think it's popular enough that everyone knows what rickrolling is.
Yes, correct.
And if you don't know what rickrolling is, I feel old. It's just like,
Right.
I feel old if you don't know what rickrolling is.
Could there be a generation that does not know what rickrolling is?
Oh no, it's still going.
Surely.
It's still going. It's still
It
going. So
is,
sure.
yeah.
So I maybe okay. Shall we tell the people what we're doing?
What, have you guessed?
Well, today's episode is brought to you by the letter Rickrolled. Mr. Rick Astley, never going to give you up.
Yeah, such a. I mean, it's defined not just one generation, but a couple of generations.
It has defined since 1989.
87.
87, sorry.
87. Yeah,
Since
it was a
1987,
good
it's been-
year.
It was a good year.
Yeah, I don't know what
I
happened.
wasn't doing much in 1987. Probably still, shitting my nappies and
Maybe. Yeah. Well, I was in high school.
In 1987. No.
Yeah, year 7.
In 1987.
Year 7. Yeah, mate.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
I know.
That's
You wouldn't know it by this face. For the listeners, you better get on the YouTube channel and have a look. Get a load of this.
That's not a that's not glow up money there. That's just natural.
Hey, go easy.
Oh, you're saying so? It is glow up money. It is glow up.
Oh no, it's not. No.
No, I was saying that's natural. You don't need the Ozempic and the Botox glow up
No,
money.
it's not. It's not facelift money. That's what we
No.
call it. That's what we call it.
Facelift money, that's
It's
the
not. It's not facelift money.
No.
No. It's
Yes,
It's a
7,
sunny
97.
disposition that keeps your face looking like this. That's what it is. Anyway, we digress.
It's Monty Python's always looking on the bright side of life, isn't it?
Correct. And that's what Rick Astley had us believing, to be looking on the bright side of love. That this is a devotional number from 1987 coming at ya. It's a wall of synth.
It's a wall of synth. It's typical 80s pop synth energy love song.
Love song. Stock Aitken and Waterman. It was a distinct sound of the 80s. It was a hit factory. And I mean the synth remained the same, only the vocals over the top and the performers changed.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
And this song, it's funny, has become, as we all know, as mentioned at the start, it's more popular not for the fact that it's a song from 1987, but the fact that it's become a worldwide meme, and that's what's blown it up throughout the decades.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, I think it's probably bought Rick Astley a few houses. Many
maybe.
times
I
over.
don't know.
You know what I
Who
reckon
knows?
it's bought Rick Astley? Because, I mean, it's got like millions of views on Spotify, or listens on Spotify.
Yeah.
Probably YouTube as well, because that's where the meme originated, right? Like
Yep.
on YouTube. So it's probably been monetized, maybe, or maybe not. I mean, was there something about? And you're going to get into the interesting tidbits, but I
am.
think what it has managed to buy Rick Astley is probably the freedom to make the kind of music that he wants. It's probably given him a lot of money to be able to,
Yeah.
build
Do
his
his
own
own thing.
do his own thing, without the what would we call it, the restraints or the constraints of a label, of the music machine.
Yeah.
I think
the
it's
man.
the man. We talk about the man.
The man.
He's broken free from the man, I reckon, through being a meme and having
meme.
a popular
Or
meme.
May, or a May.
Or a
No,
meme.
it is a meme.
It's a meme.
May. It is
It's a meme.
Yeah.
It's a meme. Yeah, it's a meme. Right.
Well, since 2021, over 1 billion views on YouTube.
1 billion. Jeez,
Over
I hope
since 2021. I don't have the recent stats, but 1.5 maybe since 2021. Nearly 2 billion views, I'd say.
Wow. And I hope that they're all getting directed to his channel and he's getting it monetized, because do you know that like repurposing content kind of thing that happens, where people take people's stuff and then put it on their own channels and
Yeah. Well,
yeah, I
I don't know,
wonder-
because he doesn't actually own the song. It's not his song.
Oh,
So the
because-
label would still be getting money off it. He might get he may have taken a royalty portion
some
when he
royalty
did the song.
checks,
Or
yeah.
they may have just been like, oh, here's a couple of $1,000, do the lyrics for this song for us, and
Oh, and then you're done.
they could have just paid him straight out. Yeah.
Well,
Which
I
is
don't
what
know.
a lot of what's the word? Session musicians, session artists, even though he
Yeah.
wasn't a session artist, but that's what they do. They just get paid for the session, and then
In
if the
those
song
big
becomes a hit,
music factories. Well, I hope
or
that's yeah.
you don't get paid at all. Like Eddie Van Halen on playing the guitar solo on "Beat It" for Michael Jackson. He did that as a freebie, not thinking that song would blow up, and it's like one of the most famous guitar solos that Michael Jackson on "Beat It," and he did it for free. They didn't get paid for it.
Oh.
So there goes the complete opposite way. You
There
could do
goes-
someone a favor and be like, "Oh crap."
And shoot yourself in the foot, do yourself out of a bit of coin.
Yeah.
And I think Rick might have been very young, actually. Is that? I mean, you're the guy with the interesting tidbits. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm
Yes.
stepping on your toes. But
That's
what
all
I'm
right.
getting at is, I really hope that he wasn't. I really hope that he wasn't shafted on the royalties or anything, because he was quite young. I hope he had good people in his corner making good decisions for him.
Look, I
so he
don't
could earn
know
some
the,
money.
I don't know the whole Rick Astley law, but I know that he's still he hasn't stopped making music. He's still doing music, and I'm sure he's doing quite fine.
Other opportunities to
Other
earn.
opportunities, yeah.
Yeah,
I
so-
don't think he's doing like an everyday job like you and I, or like
Yeah.
previous artists we've talked about. I think I know he's still writing pop songs and
Still touring. I did listen to the Louis Theroux podcast recently, where Rick was a guest, and he's still touring. He's still getting out and about, and doing a lot of Blue-Eyed Soul. That's kind of his thing.
yeah, soul singer, pop soul singer, yeah.
Yeah.
It's that baritone voice that no one was expecting to come out of this
that-
pasty white British kid.
Right. Wearing
Yeah.
his boyfriend jeans with the cuffs rolled up and his high top shoes and his little collared shirt.
Yeah. His trench coat. Well, in the video clip, he's got the trench coat, the sunglasses.
That's right. And he was unexpected, wasn't it? He was a bit of a revelation.
Well, he was only 21. I know. Well, we haven't played. I feel like I need to press
okay,
interesting tidbits button. Where's that
Interesting
button?
tidbits.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. There it is. Sorry.
There it is.
I step on your toes every time. Sorry, drum chucks.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's
It's nice to know that you, not only being a psychologist, you also know music stuff too.
Oh.
It's
Do you know what I love? And I think we talked about it last week.
yeah.
Is that we talked about, my love of biographies and autobiographies, and I just love people. I just find people fascinating, and it's usually famous people that have the loudest voices in the media, right? So they're the ones that I kind of listen to, really, to hear their stories, except for stuff like Humans of New York on Facebook and Instagram, and the everyday person hardly ever gets to tell their story.
No.
It's usually if they're famous or infamous. That you get to tell the story. So that's why I know a little bit about people, because I like people and I really find their stories fascinating. So I could not move past the Rick Astley podcast on the Louis Theroux podcast. I couldn't move past that episode. I had to give it a listen, and so I stole a couple of your tidbits. Anyway, carry on.
That's right. Well, I was going to say there's a YouTube channel. I'm going to give a shout out to this YouTube channel. It's a music store in the States. It's like a massive music store, and they do What's in My Bag. So they get like famous comedians or musicians. And there was an episode I watched was Rick Astley's What's in My Bag. So he goes to the store and like picks out like albums or books or records or CDs or DVDs, and he tells you like why I picked that and what's my correlation or why
what's his interest.
So look up What's in My Bag. It's a good episode.
Do you remember what he picked? Do you remember what he picked? Surely he would have picked an Al Green album or a.
Yeah, it was a couple of soul pop, a couple of pop albums, and a couple of books. I can't remember. It was a little while ago.
Right. Okay. Yeah. But What's in My Bag? All right.
What's in My Bag?
And I wonder if he's ever done a Tiny Desk concert with NPR.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I wonder. I'll have to look that up. But if he hasn't, NPR, get on it.
Tiny Desk concerts. I just recently watched. I know we're going off. I just recently watched the Block Party one, which was really cool.
Was that really good? I recently watched the Sabrina Carpenter one.
Okay,
yeah, I did. And who else did I watch that was very interesting? Oh, a bit of Lewis Capaldi. I think he did it. A few years ago, but just let it play in the background. Just let it loop. That's what happens. Anyway, back to Rick. What a nice guy. What a nice guy.
He's a very humble guy. And I think, and like being a meme has never gotten to him either. I think he's just taken that on board. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, cool. I'm a famous meme. Like, some people might get a bit angry or shitty that they've become a meme. Like that's kind of like the lowest of lows. It's like, I've really tried really hard to be this, and then you've just turned me into this meme. But
well, I think what I heard on the Louis Theroux podcast with he was actually rather grateful for it, not perturbed, but he's like, it introduced me to a whole new audience and it re-exposed me without me having to work very hard. And
that's it.
And, it saw a surgence in his popularity and hopefully his hip pocket.
Yep. Yeah. Well, he was only 21 when this song came out, and as you said, it's not his song, but he was working in the Stock Aitken Waterman studios as the tea boy. We won't say tea lady because that's a bit unfair. Yeah. He was the tea boy. So
I think these days we are saying tea person.
Oh, tea person.
we are not gendering roles, occupational roles. We are not gendering them these days. No. So he was the tea person.
Tea person.
But in the 80s, very gendered. Very gendered.
It was. So I think it would have been rare to have a male as the tea person.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what is that woman's work? Is this deeply ingrained patriarchy saying that making tea is woman's work?
I don't know. It's Britain. What do you want me to say? It's Britain in the 80s. Like,
yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that was a pretty traditional gender role. But we've got this young fella with the dulcet baritone,
and was spotted for his deep, soulful voice. Mm-hmm. And they went, oh, we've got this song here. I think your deep voice would really suit that.
Right.
So they got him into the studio and recorded "Never Gonna Give You Up" as his debut single.
Wow!
Like, we're gonna make you a star, kid.
And that they did.
And that they did.
And actually, another interesting tidbit that I heard from the Louis Theroux podcast. Louis
Yeah.
getting a few shout outs today.
He is, isn't he? Yeah.
I wonder, Louis, if we just say it enough, maybe the algorithms might pick it up. And
Maybe.
we might get a little spot as a recommendation alongside Louis' podcast. But anyway, what was my point? In the Louis Theroux podcast, I remember him saying that some of the parts of Never Gonna Give You Up were a bit high for him. Actually, no, maybe it wasn't in the Louis Theroux podcast. Maybe it was on Song Exploder, that podcast, where they talked about the recording of it. Could have been that or could have been Louis Theroux. But anyway, one of them, he was saying that some of the parts were actually a bit high for his voice. He really struggled and strained to get up there.
Yeah, of course.
Because he's in the lower register. And
there's only one singer that could sing in all octaves, and that was Freddie Mercury. He could sing low to high.
Wow.
Yeah.
Had quite the falsetto. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Okay, so what other tidbits have you got for us about Rick?
Shall we get into the whole meme of Rick rolling? Because that's what it's all about, really. There's not much. Okay, yeah, it became number one in all over the world, and it was his debut single and reached all the charts. It bet George Michael at the Brit Awards. So
did he beat George Michael?
Yeah.
Is it possible?
I know. So it's got
what
at
year?
the time it had.
Yeah, 87 or 88. So it would have been maybe George Michael's Faith
1988.
era.
Yeah, 1988.
Was that George Michael's Faith era?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, wow. All right, that had some packed a punch. Old Never Gonna Give You Up.
Yeah,
Okay.
for best British single.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, there you have it. Jeez.
I actually thought, and upon doing the research, I remember this other meme. I thought Rick rolling was like the first meme to happen because of the internet was still quite fresh prior to that. YouTube had just come out, so people were using YouTube to Rick roll everyone by saying, "Hey, I've sent you this video. Click on it," and then the link is sent to the Never Gonna Give You Up video. But I don't know if you remember, like back in the 90s, there was like this little 3D cartoon animation of like this baby dancing, like kind of like this, and it was to the song. What's the song? I had it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka.
Yeah.
I can't stop this feeling. Do you remember that? And it was like it was like this little 3D animated
dancing
baby dancing.
That's right. I think I do remember. Would we call that an animated GIF?
Well, apparently that was the first meme, like animated meme to come out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And where was Rick rolling people in the scheme of things? When did that happen? When did that all take off?
2007.
2007. Okay. So that's what, 30 years? I can't math.
Oh, what, 1995 to 2007?
No, hang on. I'm talking about the release of Never Gonna Give You Up to...
Yeah, 20 years.
No, 87, 97. 2000. Yeah, okay. I cannot math.
20 years.
Can you believe that somebody gave me a psychology degree? Can you believe that I have like not one but two masters and I cannot math?
Yeah.
Look, we can't be perfect, you know.
No, that's right.
You can't have a facelift money face without having a facelift and be smart
that's right.
too.
Yeah. No. Well, did you know that we obviously know Rick Rolling's been everywhere, right? Mm-hmm. Rick Rolling has even been in space.
Who would it be Rick rolling the astronauts?
NASA Rick rolled the astronauts.
Wow. Okay.
NASA played Never Gonna Give You Up to the ISS crew, like just for like shits and giggles.
Right. Well, you've made it in meme land when you've been played in space.
In space, getting Rick rolled on a NASA spaceship.
Wow. I wonder if
Yeah.
anyone ever rickrolled the Queen. I wonder if she opened a little attachment. And
I know. Oh, heavens my. Yeah. Well, they Barack Obama kind of got rickrolled. So what they did was they they edited all of his speeches. So they took words from his speeches and then made that as the lyrics. So it's like Barack Obama is singing the lyrics to Never Gonna Give You Up, but as his speech.
Ah, okay.
So they kind
Clever.
of rickrolled Barack Obama. Yeah.
Clever. Okay. And I wonder if we pay her enough money, I wonder if our wonderful producer Sideline Sally might slip one into this episode.
Oh, true. Yeah. Right now.
No, you have to wait for it. That's the beauty of the Rickroll,
Of
is that
course.
it's like,
Or maybe
it's,
one of our YouTube shorts or something like that.
maybe.
Like put it out in the ether, Sideline Sally.
Maybe. That's it. We'll put it out there. Yeah, it's that kind of expectation. No, it wouldn't be an expectation violation, because if you're expecting to get rickrolled and you do get rickrolled, then
That's right.
is it even funny? If a tree falls in the forest, does anybody hear?
No, that's right. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
and then obviously it blew up again, thanks to Foo Fighters. They were doing a show in Tokyo and Rick walked out like mid. It actually started with Smells Like Teen Spirit, and then Rick walked out mid-song, and then they switched it into Never Gonna Give You Up, and like the crowd, like mostly in confusion, went nuts. But they're like, especially Japanese, they're probably like, why is Rick in Japan randomly with Foo Fighters? Like,
Right.
yeah.
Wow. Okay. So he is not only known the world over through the meme, but he is beloved by musicians
Yeah.
alike. Right. Okay. I love that. What year did that happen? When did we have
was-
a
Resurgence, 2017.
2017? So he rickrolled on a grand scale. Is what
Yeah,
the
he did.
Foo Fighters rickrolled Japan
The Foo Fighter Rick's Roll Japan. Yeah.
with Rick Astley in the flesh
Yeah.
in 2017.
Yeah. In 2021, a guy made a giant Lego QR code that obviously when people click on the QR, like scan the QR code straight to Never Gonna
YouTube.
Give You Up. Yep. Never Gonna Give It Up. Yep.
Oh, I love that. That's amazing. So it's the legacy that lives on and on through
Yeah.
the meme, and right.
It's the most popular meme of all time, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's, I think it's really, like, I mean, should we get into the song, or should we talk about that, or is there any more to
yeah.
say about the
Oh, I think just people knowing at one point I know I've certainly been rickrolled multiple times, and there is a point where you're like, again, come on guys, like seriously. There's a point where you're like, I just laugh it off, just like, you got me, good one.
got me again.
Yeah.
But I never got angry at it. I can't.
No.
I can't say that I've ever got angry at it. I mean, like, it's a good wholesome prank, right? It's just.
It is. That's what it is.
It's really just odd for, it's really just kind of oddly delightful when you get rickrolled. I don't think you can be mad at it. Like,
Maybe I just got rickrolled so many times, I was just getting frustrated. I'm like, can't I just watch the video that you actually sent me? Like,
right. Yeah.
Really?
Fair enough.
And I don't know if people are, I don't know about, but I didn't certainly like sit and then listen to the whole thing. I was like, oh man, and then clicked it off like 5 seconds in. Like I didn't sit there and go, well, I guess I have to watch, the full song and watch the video that it's been sent to me. I just went, it's going to close.
Do you know what though? Guilty. I think I've sat through it from start to finish.
Really?
Many a time. Yeah, I have when I've been rickrolled. I have. That's dedication. I want him to get the full royalty.
Okay. So for our listeners that are listening, comment, did you switch it off as soon as you got rickrolled, or did you sit and watch the full film clip till the very end? I want to know in the comments below.
Right. Okay. Well, I've got the patience of a saint. Anyone that knows me will tell you that. So, I was totally happy to sit through that.
Were you just like,
many
oh,
times.
well, it's happening. I'll just accept
It's
fate
happening.
and just let it do its thing.
Well, and every time I did watch it, I found something new about it. I think I was telling you before we recorded the episode that one of the things that I love about it is the background singers, the backup singers doing that ooh, give you up kind of. Yeah, so on a rewatch, I found that little gem in there. Now every time I hear it,
that's you singing those parts.
You do hear it, don't you? When you're in the supermarket, it's when you put on Gold 104. We talk about Gold 104.
I feel like they need to give us a shout out too.
I think they do. I think, but for our international listeners, if there's anyone out there listening internationally, could you just put your equivalent radio station in the comments? What's your latest hits and greatest memories? 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and now station. Yeah. Tell us your stations.
Well, they can listen to Gold 104 on iHeartRadio, all over the world. You can listen to.
That's true.
Yeah, there's technology.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I know, right? Because this is 2025. It's not 1987 anymore.
No,
where you had to wait for the radio station after the announcer says, and here we have Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. And then you press the play button and the record
on your
button
cassette player.
at the same time on your cassette player.
Yeah.
And then you were just bopping along. But then if the DJ cut in at the back end of the song and started talking over it and
as the song's fading out,
ruined your mixtape, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah.
Well, and FM back then, it was only in the your radius of area. So as soon as you started driving out of it's like, oh, I got no signal on. I have to now go find another radio station, in that area that I'm now in.
Or I'm just going to have to put into the tape player my shitty mixtape with with DJs speaking over the back end of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I read something today about radio, actually, and that is that radio will only exist while car manufacturers put stereos in cars for free.
Of course. Yeah, because that's the only time you listen to the radio, really. Is in your car, isn't it? Well, 90% of the time. I don't... Yeah. I feel like as you get older, you're listening to the radio at home, but it's talkgetback radio.
It's not listening to the radio at home. I'm not listening to the radio at home.
I'm not. But I know people who are, getting on in their age. I go over to their place and I'm like, oh, I got the talkback radio on in the background.
The talkback radio.
Turn that off, please. We don't need that.
Well, I've even heard Never Gonna Give You Up on talkback radio.
Oh, really?
So we've got in Victoria, Australia, Melbourne, actually all over, we've got the Australian Broadcasting Corporation. They have radio stations, local AM radio stations, and we've got 774 ABC Melbourne here in Melbourne, and they're a talkback station mostly, but they do play a little musical interlude between segments. And I have heard Never Gonna Give You Up.
There you go.
Not surprised because it's, it's an older audience and Anyway, I digress. So,
love song.
This wonderful love song. Well, I mean, it is kind of it is a wall of sumptuous synth about, eternal commitment and unconditional love. And, I think it was the style of the time, actually. I think, in sort of the 80s, we kind of had this it was romance ballads, wasn't it? There was a lot of romance ballads. It was it was sort of the Forever Promise era. Yeah. We were,
Well, I feel like the 80s, I feel like the 80s started it, but it was more, and it more led into the 90s and the 2000s is where the male artists were singing about love and devotion to their opposite half or to the other person, where the female artists were singing about like cheating and breakup and like I don't need no man and like I've got this. I don't like if you listen to a lot of like boy bands or female artists, there's that. You know, I'm just thinking more 90s myself, 90s and early 2000s.
90s, yeah. Okay, yes. Okay, so the females are like, I don't need no stinking cheating man. And the men are like, no, let us prove our love to you, you know? Is like so it was the song of the kind of the absolute commitment, the eternal commitment, right?
And I feel that's more common in like what's the words I want to use here? Like rap or like, you know, like African American artists, you know. I don't want no scrubs, but then like the other artists are singing like you and me, baby, we do this together. Like, you know,
like that sort of boys to men.
Yeah,
boys
to
men era.
TLC. Yeah. I think this is where it all started, you know.
Is it? This kind of, okay. Yeah. Well, we've got to backtrack a bit to the 80s. And, you know, I think we had, you know, White Snake, Is This Love kind of thing. And, you know, I think, gosh, I can't even think of any off the top of my head. I should, because I am that old. But there was a lot of, like, passionate
Bon Jovi.
Kind of Bon Jovi.
It was mainly like hair metals, was the hair metal artists or the were singing about that love it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there was a bit of Poison. Every rose has its thorn.
Yeah.
Well, gosh, even Guns N' Roses got in there, didn't they?
A little bit, November Rain.
November Rain, yeah, they did. But, yes, so this is kind of, I don't know, maybe an era of the Forever Promise, the love song dedication, you know, lots of declarations of love that are like, you know, if I just stay strong, you know, love will prevail. Whereas you're right, and I think even today, so, you know, we had in that 90s that surgence of like women going, I don't need no man, and then like, you know, the men still holding on in the love song ballads, and now modern pop, you know, sort of I think if we contrast it with today, modern pop says stuff like, I don't know, like if I think of The Weeknd, it's like, I'm bad for you. I'm bad for you.
Yeah.
Or you know, so, like women, female kind of pop, I guess, like Taylor Swift is like, you know, like, I'm emotionally damaged, so enter at your own risk.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
well, I'm just thinking like artists of the 80s, like I think, okay, so the male artists were singing, you know, the love ballads. Yeah, then you had like Cyndi Lauper, you know, I Drove All Night. Pat Benatar, Love Is a Battlefield.
Well, Cyndi was also saying girls just want to have fun. All right, boys,
it.
back off. But Rick was saying, nah, I'm all in.
Yeah.
I'm all in.
Yeah. I think this is where it all started. Annie Lennox, Thorn in My Side, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Cher, Hell on Wheels. Yeah. Like.
Yeah. So there is, okay, we're sort of seeing a feminist movement in female pop rock, and then we're seeing a movement in male, you know, ballads or, you know, that declarations of love.
But I guess now that we think about it, it actually goes back further, because then you've got Aretha Franklin with like Respect. And, like,
in the 60s or 70s, was that?
60s.
60s, maybe 70s. Yeah. Well, you know, on the surface, I think that, I mean, should I get into some psychology? Should we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. So
1967 was Respect.
Was
it? Throw that in there.
You had to. Yeah, good. Okay.
Didn't want to know correction corner.
Okay, you didn't want to do a correction corner.
I wanted to be accurate.
You wanted to be accurate. Well, what was the song that she sung? Did she sing Respect in Blues Brothers?
Yes.
Was that R-E-S-P-C-T?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So. But
it had already been out.
With a
been
new,
out. Yeah.
With a new context.
Yeah.
what was it? Your 4 fried chickens and your dry white toast.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
If there's any younger folk listening, you should really watch the Blues Brothers. It's a formative piece of cinema.
It's classic.
Anyway.
So we can't say it started from the 80s. It's been going way before then.
Yeah.
So correction corner to ourselves. It started before the 80s.
It started before then. Okay,
history shows that the male artist is the love devoting. The female artist is the putting my walls up here.
Okay, so
let's talk about love.
Yeah, there's been long proclamations of love from men over the years in popular music.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do a 180. I'm gonna do a 180 on this because I think there's something a little bit creepy about Never Gonna Give You Up.
Really? Is it a bit like the Police? What's the song by the Police? Every Breath You Take.
Every Breath You Take, yeah.
People think that's a love song, but it's actually a bit of a stalker-ish song.
It's a stalker song,
are we going down the stalker path?
We're going there.
No,
I know.
Ruin.
Sorry.
Okay,
Sorry about it, but it needs to be said. Okay, it needs to be talked about because I think there is a long list of red flags in this song, and I'm going to tell you what they are.
No, but it's a love song.
On the surface, it is a proclamation. It's on the surface, it is a proclamation of dedication to a woman, but it is subtly creepy. Oof, oof. Underneath that synth sparkle, we have got some dark themes. If we put this puppy under the microscope, psychologically, we are looking at, I tell you what I'm looking at straight in the eye. I'm looking at some control. I'm looking at some narcissism. I'm looking at some love bombing.
No way.
Yes,
Hold
way.
on. But is this today's, or you even thinking like back in the 80s that was still a bit like,
I mean, look, I think it was like romance disguised. Romance was the hook. It was very romantic, right? But then if we look a little bit deeper, I think we're going to see that there are some, it's a bit more than romance. It's romance as a means to kind of like control. So let me get into it.
So hold on. Are you saying that, when someone comes up to you in a trench coat and they're like, I want to see what's in my trench. Are you now foreshadowing saying Rick Astley in a trench coat is a creep?
I'm not sure he's
men in trench coats are creepy.
I see the correlation, but I don't think Rick is flashing anyone.
No, I know that.
Under the trench coat.
No, but trench coat, like you just see someone in trench coat, like, oh no, that's red flags.
Listen, AJ, it could be the trench coat could be a foreshadowing of the darkness that is hidden beneath. So, I mean,
and glasses. No one wants to see your eyes, like
right?
your mask.
Hide behind.
Oh my goodness.
I think there was some unconscious elements here. I don't think that Rick was entirely conscious, or whoever wrote the song was entirely conscious of.
No, I don't think we can blame Rick here because he's just like, I'm just
the
singing
messenger.
this. I'm just don't shoot the messenger, man. Like, I'm just singing these lyrics that you've given me.
Well, lyrically, I mean, look, let's start with the line of, "You wouldn't get this from any other guy." On the surface, he's saying, you know what, I'm unique. I'm really unique, and you're really lucky. You're really lucky that you can snag someone so unique that is so devoted and never gonna give you up. But under the hood of that, that's a bit of a, dominance move. That's like positioning yourself as the only viable source. Like the only viable source of the devotion that a woman needs. That nobody else can give it to you. So you have to take it from me. You got to lean into me. You won't get this from any other guy. You're lucky, and you better grab on to
Thank your lucky stars.
Thank you, lucky stars. I mean, it's like this construct of like scarcity framing, like making someone feel like, you know, that what the other, you know, making the person that you're pursuing feel like that you are irreplaceable. And
You're the Golden Globe.
you're the Golden Globe, and that is kind of a little segue into dependency, like trying to get them to depend on you, right? So, like, you know, he's kind of doing a little bit of a stalking through a synth pop chorus.
Yeah, right.
It's a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
funny
know.
you
What do you
say
think
this.
about that? I mean,
Well, now I'm just thinking of all of these songs in my head, like all those boy bands, like, you know, and all those lyrics, like, you know, and I'm like, man, are all those songs the same now? Like, you know, they're just confessing their love, but really they're just all weirdos and like and can't be trusted. And damn,
it's like romance and devotion to hook someone. And I think, you know, this is kind of, well, particularly Never Gonna Give You Up. I mean, just saying over and over again, never going to give you up, never going to let you down, never going to run around and desert you is a bit of love bombing. It's a bit of love bombing. It's like when someone, you know, showers you with affection and promises and attention at a real intense level that we all know is not sustainable long term because, you know, like, it's, you know, it's kind of, you know, an over the top reassurance, but we can't ever sustain that, right? We can't ever sustain, like, not letting someone down. We're all human. We all make mistakes. We're all kind of into our own stuff. We're not 100% going to attune to another person all of the time because, you know, our mind is on the job of our own stuff. So sorry about it, Rick, or the writer of this song, but you are writing a check that your ass can't cash, and you are love bombing me in an attempt to you know, get me to sort of bond to you. It's this over the top reassurance that trying to make my brain feel safe, and you make me dependent on you, and I'm not having it. I'm not having it. No siree, Bob. No siree, Bob. I mean, I don't want you to run around and desert me. Surely not. No, thank you. No. But I don't want you to make such, you know, grandiose promises to me, because what you're going to do is you're going to make me depend on you. And once, you know, the dark side of that is once that I depend on you, you know, like withdrawal of your love can kind of become a control mechanism, right? Like, you know, it can be a bit, well,
I own you now.
Well, look how much I've done for you. Look how much I haven't given you up. Look at how much I've never let you down. You can't leave me.
Yeah,
so, you know, it's like, I don't know. It's like I bought you a puppy and I named it after you. So now you have to stay. You have to stay.
Yeah,
that's
so true.
So there's a dark side here. I'm going to go for more. I had another idea about what this might be about. Okay, so
is it darker than what are we going like deeper down the rabbit hole?
Look,
is Alice going deeper down the rabbit hole?
I mean, it's all dark. Okay, we're in a tunnel and we are not coming out.
Okay, hit me with your best shot.
Okay, all right. I will fire away. I will. Okay. So there's something about the line of your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. Now, that's framed as empathy, but don't ever tell me what I'm thinking. No. Don't define my emotional state for me.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, because like this is kind of narcissistic dynamics here, right? It's a bit of gaslighting. It's like, you know, I know you better than you know yourself, right? Which is a strategy that narcissists use to erode your sense of self and your trust in your own emotional perceptions. So don't be telling me how I'm feeling. Don't be telling me that my heart's been aching and I'm too shy to say it. No. I don't want you to tell me directly. I do want you to attune to me. See, there's a fine line between attunement and telling me what I feel. Okay? Attunement looks like this. It looks like, yeah, wow, like, yeah, I know we're sort of, starting out in our relationship and, I can kind of sense it's a bit hard for you to open up. Like, is that right? Is this what's happening between us? Like, is that, it's about being curious and, chucking a few ideas out there. It's not definitively saying, well, your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. It's
the way you say it sounds so creepy. Oh, your heart's aching, you're too shy to say it.
Right? It's very creepy. So, it's like, it's disempowering, I think. It's like, it is empowering to feel understood, but it's disempowering to be told how you're feeling. So I think there's a bit of subtle control there, creeping in a few narcissistic dynamics. And he says, we know the game and we're going to play it, right? He says that,
What game?
Yeah, right. The term game implies an awareness that there is emotional manipulation going to be happening here.
Because obviously love shouldn't be a game. It's not it's natural.
Love should not be a game. Love should be a partnership of equal footing. That's what love should be. Love should be safety. It should be trust. It should be commitment. Trust is not, and this is, I'm going to quote the Gottmans here. The Gottmans are the I'm going to say the godparents of couples therapy.
Okay, yeah.
And they've done a lot of research on the masters and the disasters of relationships, and they say that relationships are an equal partnership that is built on, knowing each other deeply. And there's trust, which is not like I trust that you won't cheat on me. It's the trust in a healthy relationship is I trust that you will be there for me when the chips are down and you will show up for me.
Yeah, decision making and
Yeah, and when I'm hurt and you'll try to do everything not to hurt me.
Yeah.
Not never gonna let you down, right? Like not ever gonna let you down. It's that you're always just gonna try not to hurt me. And that there's gonna be room in the relationship to repair those hurts. And commitment is also what we need in a relationship. I mean, doesn't Rick talk about a full commitment? But I'm not sure. I think the commitment that he's talking about is kind of an ownership commitment. I don't know if he's talking about the commitment that the Gottmans are speaking about, is the Gottmans are speaking about a commitment. It's like, I'm committed to trying to make this relationship work through its ups and its downs, through the tough times, through, our disconnection. I'm going to work really hard. I'm committed to us reconnecting and to try to stay connected. That's commitment. Not like a full commitment in air quotes, which is very creepy despite the cheeriness, right? Despite the
deep baritone voice.
The baritone voice and the sweet synths in the background, it's a little creepy. Anyway, I was talking about the game, wasn't I? I'm really banging on today. Because I think there's something that needs to be said about the unconscious elements of Never Gonna Give You Up. So this game, like we said, it implies sort of an awareness that there might be some emotional manipulation happening here, but it's with a wink. Like,
like, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Right. But
say no more.
It's a bit of narcissistic masking, right? Because it acknowledges that there's going to be some problematic patterns, but just sort of framing it as like a romantic inevitability rather than an issue to solve. Yeah. It's just that, you know, it's a romantic inevitability that there's going to be games in a relationship. Wink.
Yeah. I feel like when you're winking, it's like, you know, you're breaking the fourth wall and you're looking at like off to like a camera that doesn't exist. And
Am
like,
I?
winking, like to the audience.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. And the other person's like, who are you looking at? What are you doing? Oh no, nothing.
No, nothing. And that is narcissistic masking because you know what? If we normalize the game with a wink, right? Then the person normalizing the game maintains the rule set. The person that normalizes the game, you know, decides how it's played. So it's kind of like, yeah, I'm manipulating you, but yeah, I'm doing it with such a sick beat and lovely synths that you'll thank me later, won't you? You'll thank me later.
Everybody play the game.
Yeah. So it is, like, this is why it feels a bit creepy, right? Like, despite the baritone and the synths and the upbeat pop, there's a bit of a juxtaposition here, I think, between sort of a you know, a kind of a relentless positivity. I'm never going to give you up, right? Which is kind of, on the surface, seems very positive, but it's juxtaposed with this sort of underlying possessiveness and control. And your brain's like, this sounds happy, but also like a velvet-lined cage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, the major key, the upbeat tempo and all that, Rick's soft, you know, warm tone, kind of does, it hides the lyrical subtext, right? It's
And now that you've said all this, right, I've just had like a light bulb epiphany moment.
Go ahead.
I wonder if the person who thought, I'm going to use this as a meme to send to people to screw with them, had that same thought, like, psychologically.
It's a control move, isn't it?
I'm controlling you by sending you something that you think you're getting, but in fact you're getting something else. Ha, gotcha.
Holy dooly.
Do you reckon that's the whole reason it's become a meme? For people to have that control to send to other people going, psych. Oh, it's just a joke, you know.
Right? I mean,
Gotcha.
maybe. I mean, what do we sort of call that? It's like a expectation violation theory, where, you know, you're expecting one thing, but an unexpected outcome occurs. So people remember it more vividly, but maybe it is a way of control as well. Have we broken through the fourth wall?
I feel like we've just turned this meme on its head. Completely turned this meme on its head.
Have we cracked the code? Maybe. Hey, listen, listeners. We're just riffing on it, right? We're just...
But you know what? If we have, oh my God, that's amazing. And it's been going on for that long. And people are just like, oh, yeah, thanks for sending me another funny... Oh,
yeah,
yes.
thanks.
Not that I haven't been Rickrolled before. Yeah.
But yeah, it is.
Like, no.
It is. And maybe that has been kind of the subtle use of it over time, is for people to feel antagonistic and in control, right? So, you know, I mean...
never going to give you up. It's like, well, I'm not going to give up on sending you that meme every time.
Right. There you have it.
Never going to let you down by, you know, you'll always have faith that I'll send you that meme when it's time to come.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going to control you through memes. So,
through memes.
Meme aside, you know, if you strip away the synths and that trench coat, that creepy trench coat.
And the sunglasses.
Right. Never Gonna Give You Up could be read as like, you know, step one, identify the other person's emotional needs. And then step two, flood them with eternal love, absolute promises. And then step three, position yourself as the only fulfiller of those needs. No one else can do it, just you. And then step four, normalize the game so they don't channel the rules, so you have ultimate control. It's like charming narcissism. It's like wrapped up in like a, kind of a rom-com. It's kind of, it's just like sugar-coated, but under a clinical lens, it's a bit controlling, and there's a big list of red flags.
Once again, sending this meme to someone multiple times.
Right, exactly. So yeah, you're controlling them, and control happens through these red flags, right? Overpromising and unrealistic commitment. Like in healthy relationships, occasional disappointment is kind of inevitable, but denying these kind of sort of occasional disappointments and healthy hiccups.
It's the boy who cried wolf situation, isn't it?
It's a little bit like that, or it lacks authenticity.
Yeah. You're gonna go, well, they've sent me a link. How do I know it's not what I know it is? Like, I'll just ignore it, then if something really important, and you're like, oh my god, why did I adhere to that? Yeah. Why didn't I acknowledge it?
Why didn't I have some critical thought about this? Because that is what, the game, I don't know, master doesn't want you to have is critical thought. They're going to take away your analytical and critical thought. So...
I swear we've broken the fourth wall. I'm convinced we've cracked the code.
Maybe about the meme, and maybe about the song too. I mean, there's a couple of 100%. Other red flags here. There's scarcity framing, like you wouldn't get this from any other guy. No. So positioning yourself like as the only person that can fulfill someone's needs creates dependency. And once you've got someone dependent, then you can erode their sense of control, their sense of self, and their sense of control, right? So, and speaking for somebody's feelings, kind of telling them that you think you know what they're feeling, like erodes their sense of self, their sense of like who they are, and their sense of like their own emotions. So like, or their own perceptions about themselves. So, it's a bit gaslighty. And I think, this overly relentless devotion is another red flag that we're looking at here. Just love bombing, overwhelming someone with affection to sort of accelerate their attachment to you is creepy behavior. I mean, it looks romantic on the surface, but it's really creepy. Yeah. So... I mean, if I was to kind of, should I diagnose Rick? Should we give him, well, not Rick. Should we give this song?
Not Rick. Rick's lovely. We love Rick.
We love Rick. Just the song. I think we're going to call this disorder. It's the persistent romantic overassurance disorder, narcissistic subtype. That's what we're going to call it.
I'm going to call it the annoying meme that just won't go away.
Well, the annoying meme that I feel controlled by.
Oh,
right?
That too, yeah.
Because there seems to be like maybe there's a parallel here between kind of eroding someone's sense of self and getting them to lean into a game being played that you are the master of, so you can have the ultimate control. And then mofos in your contact list, sending you links that you didn't ask for, and then making them out to be something really important that you click on.
And once again.
And you're controlled. So.
And you're heartbroken.
You're heartbroken.
Yeah.
So the diagnostic
criteria.
Let
down. You're not heartbroken. You're just let down. You're like, oh.
You are let down. I mean, unless you're me and you're like, ooh, give you up.
I don't know. After everything that you said, are you still going to be like that? Or are you going to be like,
yeah, mate. It's still
what's this person's real deep meaning of keep sending me this link, this bloody meme?
Listen, mate, I'm still going to listen to it. It's still a bop.
Okay, all right.
even if you look down into the darkness of it, but here's the diagnostic criteria.
All right, let's
go. Okay, it is a pervasive pattern of grandiose romantic declarations, often expressed in major key, up-tempo arrangements, and a wall of synth. Yeah. I think, it has it's got the tendency to predefine a partner's emotional state. Don't be telling me how I feel, right? Which undermines self-perception, but it's presented as empathy. I don't like it. It's disguised. It's underhanded, team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, okay. And there's also another diagnostic criteria. I reckon that it's the acknowledgement of games, right? And coupled with the intent to continue playing these games to normalize subtle control tactics. Yeah. So that's what I reckon. The diagnostic criteria of the persistent romantic overassurance disorder narcissistic subtype. Listen, you can try to lure me in with overly romantic gestures of never giving me up, but I'm not buying what you're selling. I'm keeping my eye out for red flags. So I think the moral of the story is, people, don't want to be like, too paranoid, but you want to be engaged into your analytical and critical thinking. Don't take things at face value. Don't take things at surface level, because even seemingly benign, lovely little romance ditties like Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley, not written by him, not your words, Rick. We'll get you off the hook there.
Yeah, that's it.
But even that may have a darker undertone. Just saying.
Not saying, just saying.
Just saying.
Well, just saying, as your co-host,
yeah.
Look, I could potentially at some stage give you up, and I may let you down. Just so you know. Just
Thanks, mate, because
I can't promise anything, but
hey, listen, we are all about reality here, and that's the reality of things. And I might have some feelings about that, but I'm going to be able to manage my feelings, and you're not going to tell me what my feelings are about that.
It. No, that's it.
But you feel free to give me up and let me down, and we'll work through it, mate. Yeah, because there's no control in this relationship.
No, that's it. No.
We are all here of our own free will. We have agency and autonomy.
That's it. That's it.
That's it. All right, mate. Well,
wow.
Yeah. So
I think I need to go home and have like a stiff drink.
I think you do. I think,
or just go watch the film clip again. Go.
Maybe.
You son of a bitch.
I know. Well, whoever wrote the lyrics is a son of a bitch. But yeah, you can feel given up and let down by this interpretation, and go manage your feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there it is.
There it is.
Okay, T. I know.
Fourth wall broken,
I know. We're a bit dissociative. We're having a lot of feelings. We've got no words left. So with we should sign off. Until next time, everybody. Let's see what dark undertones are in the next song.
Or maybe some light happy tones. Who knows?
Let's find one.
Maybe we should find like a really song that people perceive as like really dark and negative, and then like flip it on its head and say, oh, actually it's a really positive. It's something actually really positive this time.
Okay, we'll do a bait and switch. Just like a Rickroll. Oh my God, so many concurrent tones. Themes. So many concurrent themes here. Yeah, we'll bait and switch just like the Rickroll. Just like our analysis of Never Gonna Give You Up. Yeah. Until next time. See you then.
Peace and love. See you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Songs on the Couch. We hope you enjoyed putting today's song under the microscope with us.
And hey, the conversation doesn't have to end here. Join us over on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Just search Songs on the Couch, where we're sharing behind-the-scene clips, more fun music insights, and of course, chatting with you all.
And if you're an artist, musician, psychologist, counsellor, psychotherapist, or know someone who'd love to sit on the couch with us, Have your management reach out. We'd love to hear from you at hello@songsonthecouch.com.
Follow us, subscribe, and let's keep rocking out together. Catch you next time on Songs on the Couch.